One thing that really stood out to me about Flow was how emotional this movie felt, even without the dialogue it had. The film depended completely on visuals, movement, and music instead of just having characters talk, and I honestly think that made the story even stronger. At first, I thought it would feel strange watching an animated movie, but with no words, but after a while I completely was invested on the journey itself. The animation style felt artistic and different from most American animated films, which helped me recognize that it was more of an international film. The movie was produced through Lativa, France, and Belgium instead of Hollywood studios like Disney or DreamWorks, and you can tell because of the pacing, the storytelling, and the visuals that made it feel more independent and experimental. Another thing that made Flow very international was how quiet and symbolic it was. American animated films usually rely heavily on jokes, fast dialogue, and clear explanations, but Flow just trusted the audience to understand emotions through the atmosphere and actions alone. I noticed that the film focused more on survival and loneliness instead of trying to entertain through comedy every second. The landscape and flooding through the movie also created a deeper emotional feeling, almost like the world itself was a character. I think the artistic approach that made the movie stand out enough was to win the best animated feature at the Academy Awards, especially against huge companies with much larger budgets. After reading Emerson's article about mythology in children's animation, I think Flow connects strongly with the idea of the hero's journey. Emerson explains that many animated films follow young protagonists who leave their normal lives, face challenges, and meet helpers and dangers, and return changed from their experiences. In Flow, I would describe the cat as the main hero of the story. Even though the cat never speaks, you can see its emotional growth throughout the film. At the beginning, the cat seems isolated and focused mostly on surviving alone. However, at the flood, as the flood becomes more dangerous, the cat slowly learns to trust the other animals and depend on teamwork instead of independence. I think that the journey is what makes the cat heroic and the heroic figure. The cat is forced to go out of its comfort zone into unfamiliar into the unfamiliar world with danger and uncertainty along the way. But the cat encounters other animals that almost act like companions or guides throughout the adventure. Overall, I thought Flow was really powerful and a unique film. It provides the animation and it does not need dialogue to create emotional storytelling. The movie felt creative, artistic, and meaningful in a way that separated from the mainstream American animated films. Through the cat's journey, the movie represents themes of survival and growth, which connects strongly with Emerson's discussion of mythological storytelling and the hero's journey in animation.